Short films averaging around 8 minutes long for the Dame Heaven Official's Blessing have been releasing online for free to the public since around a year ago. Part 1 privately screened around October 2024 and later released online in February of 2025. Part 2 privately screened at Anime Expo 2025 and then went globally online on the 4th of July. And now Part 3, which screened privately in the summer of 2025, is now available online as of the end of February. TGCF Short Film 3 blew up the internet in particular, and for good reason. The main characters and mutual love interests, Shilian and Hwa-chang, had their first kiss from the famous underwater scene depicted in Book 3. This is a big deal because mainland China has homophobic censorship rules and informal bans that have greatly impacted beloved series that originated there. Short Film 3 said, "Hold my pickle jar," and made it happen despite that. They were likely able to do this because of how private and obscure these limited shorts have been offline and online, compared to a large-scale global release on major platforms involved with the mainland. Either way, the Heaven Official's Blessing animators are our heroes. It might have been subtle with no direct lip contact, but it's there and truly is a tremendous feat. Because this has been the understandably main takeaway from Part 3, I wanted to take this time to talk about some details and context you might have overlooked. So let's jump into it. Warning, this is not a spoiler-free video. Right off the bat, let's talk about this thing we saw. This is a resentful spirit that was chasing Shilian to try and get inside him, resulting in him being in the water in the first place. This entity is actually a spirit of a fetus whose later revealed parents were a big shock. Its mom is Jianlun, a woman Shilian already met in Ghost City in Season 2. Her iconic interaction with him resulted in the famous line about not being able to get, intimately hard.
You're passing up a free ride? Are you even a man? Then prove it to me.
You couldn't pay me enough to spend a minute with a raggedy old hag like you!
The problem is medical. I can't get erect. I can't get erect.
The father of the spirit is none other than Feng Xin. Ironic enough, he's the guy who's well known for being terrified of women.
Put your weapon away.
Keep those things away from me! You never do anything like that again! You hear me? Never again!
Oh, really? So don't do this.
Stay back! That's close enough! Not one more step!
You're no fun.
Just switch back already!
Alright.
Do it now! Ugh.
Not only is this the resentful fetus spirit of characters we've already met, we've actually technically already met him too. In Heaven Official's Blessing Season 1, we are introduced to the very first case Shilian has descended from heaven to help solve in order to clear his merit debts. This mission involves ghosts and kidnapped brides, and is where we see Shilian and Hwa-chang meet in person on screen for the first time. However, do any of you remember the scene where Shilian hears singing?
Something wrong? Was that a child laughing?
I didn't hear a thing.
Nor did I. Perhaps I was the only one intended to hear it.
That's the fetus spirit! It was confirmed in later volumes of the novel. Another detail you might have missed in TGCF Short Film 3 is that there was a moment cut post-underwater kiss. In Book 3, while Shilian is awkwardly making up excuses to run away, Hwa-chang tries to stop him from running off and discovers he injured his foot. While trying to help, some Ghost City residents see their lord on top of Shilian and assume he's doing something pretty bad, and even offer to help him. "Are you trying to rape someone? Do you need help? We'll help you hold them down." "Beat it!" Hwa-chang furiously ordered. The crowd of ghosts hastily beat it. Understandably, Hwa-chang is pissed off about this and tells them to scram. I am happy they scrapped the joke for the specific line used, but I actually think it would have been funny if they kept the scene while changing the joke to something less triggering, so that we could see Hwa-chang even more flustered. A third detail that might have been missed is that in the original version of the fetus chasing scene, Shilian was once again cross-dressing as a woman and had stuffed pillows up his robes to appear pregnant. It would have been so funny if they had referenced that by having pillows floating in the water or somewhere in grass nearby. But oh well, just a small detail I felt worth mentioning for the laughs. Speaking of robes, a fourth detail from TGCF Short Film 3 you might not have realized is that in the books, Hwa-chang didn't lend Shilian red robes. They were actually white to match his usual attire. MXTX has more recently released a revised edition of Heaven Official's Blessing, and in that version they were red, which was represented in the film. I'm glad they went with the details because of the romantic implications of their matching robes. Your Honor, they're married! A fifth and final detail that was missed is that in the novels, this whole mini arc didn't just end with walking through town searching for food. There was actually a lot of funny interactions with the ghost citizens at the food stalls. Jillian wanted to end things quickly. Finally seeing a stall that was selling something not too awfully weird, he said, "Let's go with this one." However, Hwa-chan said, "Not this one." Why? Shilian was curious. Hwa-chan didn't say a word, but gestured for him to look inside. Shilian took a look, and when the stall owner saw them stop, he rubbed his hands excitedly as if waiting to welcome them. He vigorously wiped down the tables, chairs, and benches, but the tool he used to clean the furniture was his tongue. The bowls and cutlery dripped with shimmering beads of water, having been licked by that long, wide tongue, and they reflected a shine that made them look brand new. Shilian decided to abandon the stall and hurried away. After a few steps, he spied another stall, a shop selling chicken soup. It appeared neatly put together, and the sign on the door said, "Home-raised chicken, slow-cooked broth, made fresh, guaranteed clean." Shilian stopped. "Oh, chicken soup? How about a bowl?" Hwa-chan, however, said again, "Not this one either." Shilian got it. Is the problem with the dishware or the chicken? Hwa-chan brought him into the shop, peeled aside a set of curtains, and gestured for Shilian to look. Curious, Shilian poked his head in and was immediately rendered speechless. An enormous pot sat inside the kitchen with a roaring fire beneath it, steam rolling forth. Inside the pot was a large man with a bright red coxcomb on his head, and he was happily taking a simmering bath in the boiling water. Next to the pot were many buckets. They contained salt, pepper, herbs, and other such seasonings. From the storefront, a customer yelled, "Boss, add more salt to the soup. It's too plain." As the man bathed, he grabbed a large handful of seasoning and smeared it on himself, rubbing it hard into his body with a towel to increase the flavor. Then he let out a long, warbling cock-a-doodle-doo! Shilian dropped the curtain and silently walked out. There were so many ghosts literally offering up their bodies to feed Shilian, such as, "My old leg is nothing, I'll butcher it. Let me tell you, meat of my old flesh is definitely bursting with flavor. This duck blood pudding is really good. Quack! Take a look. Quack! It's freshly cut from my own flesh. Quack! Won't you give it a try? Quack!" I'm not sure why it wasn't included to make this short film closer to the full 8 minutes like the other films, or whether or not they will leave that for season 3, but I thought it was worth mentioning because it's funny and donghua only fans are missing so much context and juicy scenarios. Do you think they should have left it in to end on a lighthearted note? Or do you think trailing off into a parallel flashback was better? Overall, this film was a masterpiece. It had the most romantic scene we've gotten so far out of the entire animation project. The OST during the kiss we saw was new and oh so beautiful. Shilian blushed a full bright pink for the first time. We got another Princess Carrie that we haven't gotten since season 1. We got cute banter and little haha moments. It was just so good. Is there anything I missed talking about for this video? Anything you wish they would have kept, cut, added, or changed? Let me know. Well, that's it for this video. If you enjoyed, please like, subscribe, and turn on notifications to support my channel. Until next time, bye!